Hello, my beautiful Hustlewella family. It's your favorite girl, Uche Ucheka, and you are on to another awesome episode of the Hustlewella Show. On today's episode, I am bringing you the amazing story of a pencil artist. Yes, you heard me, a pencil artist. Her name is Tosin Akingba. Stay tuned. Tosin, you are welcome to the Hustlewella Show.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. I've been looking forward to this interview because I'm actually very much intrigued by your work.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for the opportunity to have you on the show.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, so let's, my beautiful audience out there, meet you.
Hello everyone. My name is Tosin Akingba. I'm a charcoal artist. And I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and believe me, it has been all fun all the way. What else do you want to know about me?
I think we want to know what a charcoal artist is.
Okay.
You know, it sounds interesting in the ear, but I'm sure a lot of people like, what's a charcoal artist? Okay.
Yes. A charcoal artist is a person that uses charcoal medium to create imaginary objects or pictures to tell a story. I use the medium to express myself and to tackle issues that needs attention in the society.
Okay.
So basically that's what a charcoal artist is.
Okay. So let's come to the talent of art. How did you discover your talent and your passion for what you do?
Well, I discovered that I could draw as a child. You know, when as a child you go to school and then you get introduced to fine art, you know, paintings and all that. So I discovered that I really liked using the medium pencil because that was the first thing that was introduced to me as a child. Using pencil to draw, you know, and you know, pencil you could shade, and it was always, you know, black. Then I get my paper, which is white. So that's why I came about the black and white thing, the charcoal and the white, paper. And I discovered that I loved to draw. Then my mom would say, I think when I was around maybe 12, I was in the GSS class. Then you needed to start reading and paying more attention in school. My mom would tell me, okay, oh, study time, go and read your books and all that. Then I'll go into my room. I'll actually start reading. But I'll find myself getting distracted when I see, you know, imageries, you know, probably cartoons or pictures or something like that. And I'll find myself, you know, being moved to draw these things. And it could be anything. It could be anything from a textbook or from a storybook or whatever. I'll just find myself wanting to draw and draw and draw. And my mom will come and be like, maybe after 2 hours, you just go, you're not reading your book, oh, you're just drawing and drawing and drawing. Come on, you need to study for your exams and all that. You know, at a point, it became a problem for me because I was supposed to be reading, I was supposed to be studying, but I find myself drawing. And, you know, most of our African parents would not really buy into that. You know, you're wasting my school fees, you need to pass your exams and all that. And I wasn't a bad student actually, but this drawing thing was just a problem. I just loved to draw. And with time, I think I started to, you know, realize that, well, I actually need to focus on my studies. So I put drawing to a side, and then I went to an institution and all that. I graduated, and well, that was it for then until recently, about 2 years ago, I rekindled my passion. That's my love for drawing.
Let me come in there now. What triggered you back to that place of passion?
Okay, what happened was I had jobs, you know, I worked in different organizations and all that, but I figured out that I couldn't really express myself because there are some things that I was seeing that were not really too okay for me, you know, like gender bias and all that. And because I was a female, there are some certain things that I couldn't do. I was limited. in the organization, you know. And then where I found my strength was in communicating to our clients and all that. And many of the time they will come and they'll be, you know, they tend to objectify, like, oh wow, you look sweet today, you look this, you look that. And you know, in the business organization, you don't want to drive your customers away. You tend to just take all those things in and just smile and play along. But I wasn't really buying into that. I didn't like it at all. They were not doing that to my male counterparts. They were not doing that to them, my colleagues. They were always, you know, being formal,
professional with them.
Yeah, and professional with them. But when it comes to the ladies, you know, you need to look at least decent, look good, smile. Oh wow, this and that. You look very beautiful. Oh, how old are you? You look very. Your bosom is nice. You know, wanting to like objectify. You know, and there was more to me than me looking good. Exactly. And smiling and showing my teeth. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So I discovered that I started in my free time, I would jot things down, and then I would use my pencil, because we had pencils, to like draw, you know, just to express myself. And then I discovered that, you know what, I have this talent to draw. I threw it away. So I need to like go back to that and, you know, reform myself and probably use this thing to express myself. I wanted to pass out messages, you know, across to people. I wanted to, you know, things that I couldn't really say with my mouth, that would seem, that would seem rude. So I prefer to express with my art.
Okay, so I want to come in there because I've seen your work. I've seen you express yourself, like you say, and the certain ills in the society with your art. So can we tell me about those things you use art to address in the society? I know that you talk about women a lot, so let's hear you, the things in the society that you use your art to express.
Yes, some of the things are standing up for the rights of women, because I'm a woman, so I can really relate to the struggles of women in society. I use my art to address abuse to women in society. I use my art to address other issues like should I say sex for grades?
Oh yeah.
You know,
victimization,
and things that really affect women generally. Because in society today, it's not a lie, it's something we see clearly. We find that women and men do not have the same opportunity, they don't have the same, should I say, rights.
Personally, I still think it's a man's world.
You see?
Yeah.
They are still facing it. So I tend to, like, you know, bring up my own idea. Okay, you know what, this is what is happening, this is what I see. I don't know about other things that I'm not aware of, but what I am aware of, you know, the abuse, the victimization, the objectivity, you know, and the subjecting women into certain levels that are not really that okay. Do you understand? I tend to use my art to, you know, express them and, you know, highlight those issues.
You know, looking at your work right now, you know, I'm intrigued by how detailed you are. You know, you seem to draw from the heart. Sometimes I can't differentiate between your drawing and the real picture. And I'm wondering, is it an artwork or they took a picture? Is that real?
Of course.
How did you get to that level? What did you do to develop yourself to that point? The Tosin, the young teenage artist Tosin, and now the professional artist Tosin. What did you do to develop yourself to the point where you are right now?
First of all, I had to drop all the baggages I was carrying. And for me, then it was me working for my firm, you know. I had to, because if you want to go into art, it's like a full-time thing. You can actually do it part-time, but, you know, you'd want to, you know, at least for starters, you want to put all your time and effort and energy and everything. So I had to, what I did was I quit my job. it was a very huge step for me, but I just had to do it. But I had some money saved though.
Okay, yeah.
I had saved money.
Yeah.
So, so I don't go hungry.
Okay.
You understand? So I quit my job because I had it in my mind that this is what I want to do.
Okay.
Do you understand? For a long time. So I quit my job and then I went to research Nigerian artists. Preferably charcoal artists, because that's what I was interested in, you know, charcoal, that's medium. And I met some of them, I had talks with some of them, I had scheduled meetings with some of them, and then they, you know, made me to understand in certain things about, you know, the art world and all that, that it's not all roses and, you know, there are times where you struggle and all of that. Is that what I really want to do? Because a lot of people have come into it and then they've backed out. But I said, you know what, this is what I want to do. So they gave me tips. I followed their tips. I practiced, and practiced. Very, very important. You need to practice. So, so I did a lot of practice. And as I was practicing, I found methods that, you know, were probably significant to just me. These are the things that I prefer to do. These are the styles that I would prefer to use, stuff like that. So after that, I went on YouTube as well to check videos, you know. I also went around the world, you know, other charcoal artists around the world, USA, Canada, Tokyo, you know, China, different, you know, countries. And I was, okay, this is nice, I can do this, I can, you know, try and bring this into what I do. And I just found a niche for myself. Okay. But I would just say it was more of practice. Okay. Practice. Very important. And I had a lot of support, you know, from them, some artists in Nigeria. You know what, you know, you can do this, you know, you can do this, you just need to practice and all that, because nobody will actually spoon feed you. No one is ready to spoon feed you. So it has to be with just you yourself. And that's why most of the time a lot of people back out. People that probably want to do art, they come into and they say that it's just you understand, but then they just eventually back out, and because they feel you are supposed to probably get someone like a mentor who just, you know, take your hand and do it like this. No, it's hard. No, it's going to be hard. You'll be blessed if you find somebody that will do that for you. But in my case, there was no spoon feeding. I was just, you know, watching and learning and practicing. You know, finding my own niche. Very important. Find your niche, because a lot of artists are doing something similar. What can you do that would be different?
That'll make you unique.
Yes, that'll make you unique. So that was what I was all about. And
there's this question that I keep asking myself. What are the challenges, your greatest fears being an artist? Or the challenges that have hit you that would have made you one day, like, you see, I'm not doing this anymore. So let's.
But that's a good question. When I was about to start, I was very, very scared. That was where most of my challenges started. The fact that I am female, and I'm, you know, and there's something about this our society that when a girl,
a place that is male dominated mostly,
and when a girl starts to show something, like maybe she has a talent for something, they'll be like, what do you mean? You know, you're supposed to either be reading or, you know, try to prepare yourself for marriage and all that, you understand? And I was looking through and I was like, see this art thing, it's male dominated. Like I'm seeing a lot of male artists that are doing really well. And then when I googled the females, they were not even up to 10%. I was like, am I going to come into this as a competitor? Because I don't want to compete. I just want to just be myself and express myself. So I got the challenge when I was about to come in. It was very challenging for me. Very, very challenging. And then another challenge for me was support. I needed people close to me to support my decision that, okay, I quit my job and I want to go into art. This is what I love to do. And, you know, they meant well anyways, but, you know, the fear of, you know, the job insecurities that we have now. It's not as if you got fired or anything. You just purposely left your job. Are you crazy? You know,
like who does that?
Who does that?
These times.
Exactly. So that was a bit challenging for me. Okay. Am I going to be able to make money with this thing?
Let me come to that. The aspect of making money. You know, a lot of people are talented, especially artists.
Yes.
I personally know one or two who have thrown away that gift simply because they don't think it could put food on their table. So I want you to address that young artist out there who is watching this video. I'm like, it's not as if I don't want to pursue this passion of mine, but is it going to feed me? Is there even money in this thing? Is it even, you know, let me hear you address them.
Well, the thing is, no talent is a waste. If you are talented in anything at all, what you need to do is just put in more effort and time. I have someone who told me, you know what, this talent that you have, develop it, build on it, and I give you 1 year. You might suffer, but 1 year you break even. And that's exactly what happened with me. I quit my job, and then after a year I struggled, not really financially because I had saved some money, but you know, with I was being indecisive, and I practiced a lot. You know, you cannot invest your time and energy into something, just one thing for 1 year, and it's not going to boom after a year. It's not possible. Even if it is music, if it is acting, if it is being a chef, if you invest your time, your energy, your money, your resources in one thing for 1 year, you'll become a pro. I don't want to know. So my word for whoever it is that is watching, you being indecisive, you have a talent and you don't know if it's going to make money, or talent equals money. It's even in the Bible, where some talents were distributed to the servants, and then they used it and even gained more. They multiplied it, and then they were doing fine. Even if it is one talent you have, you need to just build on it. If it is 2, if it is 3, if you are lucky to have multiple, then God has blessed you. You know, so you need to just build on it and forget it. Do not mind whatever anybody tells you. It is you. You have this thing. It's a gift from God. Because if it is not a gift, everybody will have it. Everybody will be able to do it. But there are selected people that have been handpicked, you know, and given this talent, given this gift. What you need to do is just to develop on it, and I'm telling you, you would make it. You would make it. Don't be afraid to start. Thank you. Don't be afraid to start.
Okay, so in years to come, Tosin Akingba as a brand, where do you want to take it all to?
In years to come, I see myself as an international artist. You know, being known by people all around the globe. I see myself as someone who stands for rights, human rights, female rights in the society. I see myself as someone, a figure that young artists would want to look up to. I see myself as someone who would carry a lot of people along as my journey progresses. And I just want to give back to the society. Thank you. You know,
Thank you.
That's just it.
Thank you so much. Your story is an inspiring one. And I know that a lot of young artists out there are going to find courage in your own story and pursue their dreams.
Yes, please.
Yes. So, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's an honor having you here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so my beautiful people, Tosin Akingba, the charcoal artist, you know, has shared her story with us, and I hope that you got value, like I did, from this episode of the Hustlewella Show. If you have not followed us on our social media handles, please follow us, Hustlewella, on Twitter, on Instagram, And please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you have access to all these beautiful, beautiful, inspiring stories of amazing Nigerians that I'm bringing to you on the Hustlewella Show. Till I come your way in another yummy, 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 yummy episode. It's your girl, Ucheka. Hustle.